Hello everyone, let's understand today how to use soft assertions in Playwright. By default, whenever our assert fails, test execution will terminate. Sometime you may want to continue execution even when one or two assert fail. In such a scenario, you can use Playwright soft assertion. Soft assertion on failure do not terminate test execution, and test execution will continue to the next step. However, the test will marked as failed even when a single assertion fails. I already created one test with hard or default assertion. Here we have three assertions: to have title, to have attribute, and to have class. In this code, all assertion will pass. So we can see by executing our code, you can see one passed. npx playwright show report. You can see all three assertions pass: to have title, to have attribute, and to have class. So this is default assertion, and scenario is when all assertion pass. Now let's change value of title here. Add 1 2 3. Now this assertion will fail. Execute again. You can see. Now compare the output. This was before all three assertions executed and our test pass, and this time you can see only one assertion, to have title, is executed. Remaining two, to have attribute and to have class, are not executed. So test execution terminated after the first assertion failed, and our remaining two assertions are not executed. Now let's convert all three assertions to soft assertion. So just after expect, use .soft here, .soft here. So first assertion will fail, remaining two should pass. Execute your code. Now compare the output with previous one. So test fail. Now check the assertions. In this case of soft assertion failed with to have title, but remaining two are executed. And with hard assertion or default assertion, when one of assertion failed, remaining two were not executed. So this is soft assertion. Even though the first assertion failed, the remaining two assertions are executed. Now there is one more case. You can terminate the test execution even with soft assertion. Suppose after two soft assertion, I want to terminate my test and do not want to check for more assertions. That is also possible. So type expect test.info .errors to have length 0. So with this statement you could avoid running further if there are soft assertion failure. Using test.info, we are getting information about the currently running test, and using errors, we are getting the count of number of errors thrown during the execution. And using expect and to have length, we are verifying error length is 0, and if it is not, the program will terminate because assert failed. So with this failure of assertion, length will be 1, and when we will check for this condition, our test will terminate and this statement will not execute. So let's verify whether this statement with to have class is executed or not. So now in output you can see out of 3, 2 are executed. Third one is our to have length assertion. The one with to have class which was executed in previous case is not executed here in our recent execution. So even though we were using soft assertion here, we are able to terminate the program using this statement. That's all. Thank you for watching this video.